Dave just ruined it.
They saw the hand go through the basket, but it's money.
Good morning, guys. It is 8 o'clock, and we are here at Creekside with Mr. Kai Ken. If you don't know who Kai is, you've been living under a rock if you're in Utah. He has been playing very well, and today...
Had a guy recognize him this morning in the parking lot.
I actually did, yeah.
Did you really?
It was fun.
Kai is going to be giving me and Dave putting lessons today, and we're going to bring you guys along for the ride. Let's go.
Hey! I think try to bring it a little lower.
A little lower.
Like it's
I
like
stopped bringing it low. Okay.
I say come down. Like, don't be afraid to bring it down.
My problem with that I've had is that I end up throwing up instead of out.
Both of you guys have your hand really far inside, but your finger really far inside. I think that's affecting you not really getting much spin on the disc. Might feel like it, but really think about like using. So this is how I putt, and I put most of my pressure on my thumb and on my pointer finger or my middle finger, and that's what gets the spin out of it. But also don't move the disc too tight. Yeah, you're sort of like coming. You sort of have the idea of a push putt. You weren't using any of your. You spin it, but you don't have any of your leg involved. You sort of just use all arm. And Dave, you just need to have a more consistent release because your release is a little bit wobbly. You have a good putt, but it's a little bit wobbly. So just smooth. Don't move your wrist, dude. And it's still like
You want
like when you're right here, you're sort of like coming down like this. Just come straight down and straight up. Think about having a straight arm, more of a straight arm, and then as you're coming out of it, you see how my arm is now bent.
Yeah.
Then you want to keep your hand on the basket. Yeah, I'm not moving until after I'm out of in my second motion.
Yeah.
Down, and then you're coming out and then back. How about you just start in that out position and then come down and then like just start in that position because then you don't have to flick it. You don't have to flick it while you're doing it. Yeah, Dave.
That pinch feels so weird.
What chain link are you aiming for right now?
Top middle. Like 3 down.
Okay. Aim a little bit more to your right. Aim for your strong side. Yeah. You're right here. So you're like this. And then you come down and you're like sort of come out. I don't know what it's like. Like try to just start and with your wrist in a straight position.
Okay.
And then come down and what?
What if I do a straddle?
Do you pull it more if it's a straddle or less?
I tend to throw it straighter, but short.
Okay. One thing that both of you guys do is you guys are really fast with your release. You can be really. You don't have. You can be. What's the word? Melodic, I guess. You can be.
What do you mean by that?
So you're coming down slow, but then you're releasing really fast. You don't have to put that much spin on the disc.
Yeah. Okay.
So here. You are like right here, and you're slow, and you. It should be like a 1-2 tempo up, right?
Okay.
Like a 1 and
I used to like come like up in here. That a bad thing?
No, it's just you sort of want to have. It doesn't really matter. Like all putting forms are different. You just want to have one continuous motion.
Okay.
You want to have one motion that doesn't stop. Recording.
Yeah.
So Ian does this weird thing when he putts, that he like as he comes down, he cocks out and then cocks back in, which isn't standard. But if it works, it works. My biggest key in putting is whatever feels comfortable you should do, as long as your aim point is correct. Everybody has different putting styles. I mean, you can look at 3 of the 4 of the top players in the world, and they all have completely different forms and spin putts. In terms of Ian, he has a really clean putt when he cocks it, and if that works for him, that works for him. And also, I'm teaching these guys how to hit high or low right now, not an on target. But focus on trying to get that release point, and you'll probably make more than you think. But if it hits band or cage, don't be super disappointed either. Because we're trying to. And once you get a release that goes straight, you should be focused. The weight, and how much effort you put into it should be all based off your legs, not your arms. Right? Your arm swing should be the same from right here. Right? Like it should be the same from right there as like back here, but you put more weight into it. Put more of your swing into it back there. Each chance, really, like even when you're straddling, just focus on extending through the basket. Because I think for at least him, it seems to work when you put your hand through the basket.
Yeah, it's more so the trying to remember to generate through the legs and not through the because that's my misses. My miss is throwing it right because I'm trying to throw it.
Once you have a good technique, you shouldn't be thinking about changing it when you go to 50 or 60 feet. Or when you're straddling where you're going from 10 to 20, it should be all in your lower body. This should all be the same. It's just how much weight you extend forward that makes the disc go farther. Be releasing from the center of your body ish, like along that center line. Doesn't really matter where. If you release higher, it's gonna go higher naturally. Yeah, you release higher, it's gonna go higher naturally.
That just like from that range, that feels comfortable. As soon as I get further than that, I feel like my release point gets like I don't come up as much, and I start going. Instead of coming up here and out, it's down here and out, and I almost like pop like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say don't jump cut this.
Really?
I say you have enough spin that you can just.
Well, I'm trying to do like you said, let the disc kind of yeah. When you slow it down, does the disc kind of glides versus like
Spin
pushing
it goes into the ground.
Yeah, trying to push it into the basket, just letting the disc fly to the basket.
Like C1, obviously, straight up. Like from 40, I have like this stepper, but when I step, I have this problem of doing this
or into the ground
instead of that.
Okay, so go to 35 feet. Think about what chain link you're aiming for too, because the step putt shouldn't be any different. It's just where your momentum's going, right? Think about what chain link you want to hit. That doesn't have to be where it starts. That has to be where it hits.
He does that.
Chain link, you just gotta throw it higher. So put your wrist up a little bit. Tilt your wrist up. Yeah.
All right, dude. Thanks. What's one thing
To work on?
Yeah.
Biggest thing.
Your release point and following through. Nothing works if you don't follow through. So always think about your hand and your disc coming through or going through the basket.
Hand going through the basket.
And confidence. Thanks, everybody.